What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction, and in this one we have U.S. Senate erupts in fiery scenes debating Australia. So the U.S. Senate, what are we debating about Australia? I know Trump placed the tariffs on Australia here recently, but I'm intrigued on what the U.S. Senate would be debating about when it comes to Australia. Other than that, and if it's that, isn't that already done? Like, can you, or while we're still debating, can you actually pull it back? We're going to find out. Before we dive into this video, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe, get a video a thumbs up, and let's check out what's going on here.
Important. Interesting thing with Australia is...
Oh. Sorry. Wrong headphones.
Important. Interesting thing with Australia is we have a free trade agreement with Australia. We don't have tariffs. We even have one of the few industrial countries, we have a trade surplus with Australia.
Then why
So,
would we
Ambassador
put
Kirk, can
tariffs
you
on them?
explain to me how it helps America's national security or our trading balance when we have, and I loved your fancy Greek formula, which was basically bad math on steroids formula.
I love your fancy Greek formula, which was basically bad math on steroids. Gee, what an insult. I never heard that insult. But yeah, if we're already in a surplus trading with Australia, why would we tariff? I thought tariffs were for those countries that we are in a deficit with when it comes to trade. But Australia is actually importing more from us than we're importing from Australia. We still put tariffs on Australia. That don't make sense to me.
How, with the trade surplus, with this strong relationship, Australia got hit with a 10% tariff as well?
Yeah, I need to hear
Senator,
this.
Australia has the lowest rate available under the new program. They ban imports of American beef.
Ambassador, excuse me. There is a trade. We already have a free trade agreement. We have a trade.
They said, hey, they just put in place a program. I guess it is a tariff program going on. It's Australia got the lowest rate in the program because of that relationship, because of the surplus. But why do they have a rate at all? Why would we be getting more from Australia, or we're giving more to Australia than we're getting, which is a good thing because U.S. makes more money that way. Why would it we still tariff them on top of that? The math ain't mathing for me. I think what my guy said is right. Bad math on steroids, because my brain is not comprehending it. So if y'all could jump in the comment section, somebody could please explain the situation to me, I'd be very appreciative.
Surplus. So getting the least bad, why did they get whacked in the first place?
We're addressing the $1.2 trillion deficit, the largest in human history that President Biden left us with. We should be running up the score in Australia.
Ambassador
they ban our beef and they ban
answer
our
the
pork.
question on Australia.
They ban
This deficit has been growing and growing under many presidents, I believe. I don't think it's just Biden. So, but still, you still tariffed every other country that we're in a trade deficit with. So would that not make up for the 1.2 trillion?
We have a trade surplus with Australia. We have a free trade agreement. Why? They are an incredibly important national security partner. Why were they whacked with a tariff?
Senator, despite the agreement, they ban our beef, they ban our pork. They're getting ready to impose measures on our digital companies.
With your Greek letter formula, the fact that we have a trade surplus.
We have a global tariff on everyone. We're trying to address the $1.2 trillion deficit that Biden left us with.
I think that answer, sir.
So he said they ban our beef, they ban our pork. Okay. But they're still buying more from us than we're buying from them. But because they ban our beef and they ban our pork, that's the reason. I think he's just looking for excuses I think he's looking for it because at the end of the day, they're still buying more from us, no matter what's being banned. And I mean, with as much stuff that we put in our beef and our pork, and I do eat our beef and our pork, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. You feel me? Tastes good to me. Well, with as much stuff as we put in it, it's should it be a mystery why they ban our beef and they ban our pork? It's not a mystery to me. It's not. So I'm not understanding. I'm like this dude. I feel like I'm puzzled.
$1.2 trillion deficit
I think that answer,
Biden left us with,
I think that answer, sir, you're a much smarter person than that answer. The idea that we are going to whack friend and foe alike, and particularly friends with this level, is both, I think, insulting the Australians, undermines our national security, and frankly makes us not a good partner going forward. The lack of trust from friends and allies based upon this ridiculous policy that goes into full effect at midnight tonight is extraordinary. I go back to what the market believers believe today is happening. A good day in hospice. I'm afraid if we keep these tariffs in effect, we're looking like an economy that will be in hospice. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Daines.
I agree with my guy. Friend and foe alike is crazy. It just, the math doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand it. I feel like, and I've been saying it for a minute, that we're just like pushing all our allies away. We're isolating ourselves, and at the end of the day, I feel like in the office, the administration in office right now feels like the rest of the world needs us so badly that they can't afford to pull away from America. They can't. So at some point, they're going to have to bend the knee. But even if you get them to bend the knee, they're going to start working on solutions that they can figure out how they can still function without the U.S. Even if they do need the U.S. right now, and they do bend the knee right now, behind closed doors, they're going to be looking at us like, we need to figure out how we can make this economy run and how we can still be good without America. And we need to figure this out immediately because we don't know. We can't trust what's going to happen. We don't know if next week tariffs are going to go up. We don't know if they're going to say, you know what, NATO should be done. We don't know. And I don't know the details of doing all this stuff. I don't know the processes and everything that you have to go through. But if I'm these other countries, I'm like, we just don't know. So yeah, we may need you right now. We may bend the knee. We may do what you want. But behind closed doors, we're working and figuring out solutions and how we can function properly and how our economy can still run and grow without you guys. That's just if I was a different country leader, that's what I'd be doing. So I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear y'all comments on the situation. That's all we got. If you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe, get a video a thumbs up, check out the next. I'll see y'all next time. That man